and welcome to Track Marks. I'm Boris.
And I'm Boone, and we're absolutely over the stupid Americans running the GP at Bastard o'clock in the mornings. We call upon His Highness Tony Abbott to raise national awareness of this and the link it has to booby cancer.
In MotoGP, the Brickyard at Indianapolis saw Marquez secure his 10th victory in a row. It looked like Rossi was going to have a crack in the early laps, but Mark just pissed off and won by a mile. That left Jorge and Rossi to fight over second, and David interfered with them on his special Dorna granted tyres for a bit before finally going backwards on the Ducati rubbish that only he seems to want to ride.
I think he has to ride it or the Mafia will kill his family. That's the word on the street anyway. Like a crazy man on bad drugs though, Dovizioso keeps telling everyone he's happy. Happy, happy, happy. Nope, that's him now.
I'm really happy to have ridden for 15 lap at the front. I think we have to look at the positive, but it was still the same. Really, we can't change completely our limits this year. I'm really happy about the improvement of our speed. We have to be really happy about this weekend.
In Moto 2, there was Bolt crying in pain as the field crashed its brains out. Aslan Shraha, Ant West, Mattia Passini, and Randy Krumenacher turned their bikes into scrap, and Passini had a bit of a sleep on the side of the turn 10, but woke up and went to have scans of his brain. The race was restarted, shortened to 16 laps, and the crashing started again. Luthi ate shit, as did Josh Heron and Julian Simon. Mika Kallio cruised to a victory ahead of Vinales and Ayega.
In Moto 3, Efrain Vasquez took his first ever win from a hard-charging Fanati, relegating Jack Miller to third. Alexis Mazboul had a butte ride, which ended up being kind of shit because he started in 11th, went to last, and came back to first for a bit before finally deciding that fourth was what he deserved. As for getting what is deserved, the Daily Telegraph fish wrapper is reporting that Miller may well get just what he deserves by signing with Repsol Honda and going straight to MotoGP. No confirmation of this has appeared anywhere else. And for some perspective, the Daily Telegraph also thinks the Abbott government is beaut.
You cannot punch through the full face helmet. Punch for the throat. He can't ride, you win.
New York's legendary, even though we've never heard of it, Unadilla hosted the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Bone Smashing Championship Extravaganza. Red Bull KTM's Ryan Dungay crushed the opposition with his third win in the last 4 rounds in the 450 class. His teammate Ken Croxton still leads, so Ryan has to try harder, jump further, and eat more carbs to catch him.
In the British Superbikes at Oulton Park, Ryuichi Kiyonari went all samurai on the race and won 2 out of 3 races on his BMW. Josh Brooks dragged his Yamaha home in second, but won the third race by beating Shane Shake It All Over Burns and his Kawasaki, who came second. The Jap bloke came fourth in the third race, and the Emperor was said to have wept. Do you have a haiku for Ryuichi, Boone?
I do. Stupid pommy racetrack. I went fast. I won, Brooks did not. Back in the dirt, President Barack Obama took a break from bombing crazy head-cutting Arabs to announce the American team for the FIM Motocross of Nations, which will be held in Latvia if the Russians haven't sent tanks there. Ryan Dungay, Eli Tomac, and Jeremy Martin will spearhead the American team.
I always feel good to represent the United States. To be picked to represent your country is a real honor. The last 2 years we have been short of that top step on the podium, and we all want to be back on that top step to show the world what America can do. With myself, Eli, and Jeremy, we're all riding well and we're all in strong physical condition to get that job done.
Hoorah!
In the wash-up after Winton, some of Australia's beauteous motorcycle racers reflected on their performances. Troy the Boss Herfrost said, "The crash in race 2 didn't help much. They normally don't unless you take out someone else, Troy." Josh Dr. Hook said, "We seem to be a bit off the front of the field during the weekend. That's where not winning gets you."
Pictures of prize money checks have appeared on Facebook following the recent Phillip Island round of the other Aussie Superbikes really short race series. We can only assume it's because the racers can't really believe there's prize money involved in Australian motorcycle racing.
Since when? Racing in this country is all about the glory, the honour, the crappy plastic trophies. Motorcycle Australia wants to watch itself. It keeps handing out prize money, shit just might get real out there, and then it won't be fun anymore.
But what is fun is when a world-class racer shows up at a small-time club event.
Did Casey Stoner race at Winton?
Haha, no. Jakob Smurs made an unannounced entry into a club race at Alton Park just recently. He started at the back of the field and finished second. But he didn't count because his entry was unofficial.
So an unknown club racer beat Jakob Schmerz.
Yeah, apparently.
So much for world-class racer.
Guess so. Still, it would be nice to see some of the old champions turn up at a local Aussie club meet and put the clubbies through their paces. Mick, Wayne, Kevin, Robbie Phyllis. I know you'd do it for shits and giggles.
Please send us your shits and giggles and news and gossip. Pictures of your naked girlfriend are always welcome too.
But only if she's pretty. We only like the pretty ones. Give them to us.